Yo, what's good? Next to Amolytics. Happy Saturday, August 16th. I'll give a little recap of yesterday, then we'll move forward. Probably the worst day of the year, to be honest. Starting out with Houston, was not expecting Brandon Young to take a perfect game into the eighth inning. Um, you have that. I don't. Not even you don't. You don't even have that. You don't. Somebody with the 6.70 ERA doesn't have a perfect game on the road. Um, so that speaks to Houston's offense. I thought they were better than what they showed, but obviously they aren't. So Altuve and Correa sold the top three, and then Perdomo didn't get it done out in Colorado against. I'm forgetting his name. I think Gordon. I think it was Gordon that was pitching there. So went 2 for 5 in the top five, and then 4 for 10 in the top 10. And then our homer wise, Goodman got it done out there in Colorado. Our actual pick, Moniak, who was in Colorado as well, did not get it done. So it was a day, but we move forward. Today, I'm gonna get my top five and then my homer as well. I'm gonna speak to this real quickly because I want you guys to be able to get the play that I have in this Toronto and Rangers game. So starting out, I like Bobby Witt for a hit going against Sean Burke of the White Sox. Burke, is someone who's struggled to get to 6 innings over the course of the past month and a half. Has not made it to 6 innings or had a quality start since July 2nd. And Witt here, someone is reliable, for him. I like and Burt struggles with righties as I failed to mention platoon wise, so he has a reverse split there against righties. He's going to see a bunch today, being Witt, being Garcia, Perez, India. There's a good right for the most part. That's what Kansas City is made up of, his right-handed bat. So I like Witt here. And Kansas City to get to Burke. As I mentioned yesterday, I don't know necessarily what Kansas City is doing. Are they trying to make a run? Are they set? Well, they can't be sellers anymore, but are they just holding out to next year? But for the right now, I'm gonna go with Witt and just ride it out for the rest of the year. Next up, as I was just mentioning this Toronto play, I like Vlad Guerrero going against Patrick Corbin. Corbin's been someone that's struggling to get to 6 innings as well. Has not made it or had a quality start in a month and a half. And also recently, these last two games, the Rangers have been pulling him early. So I'm not quite sure if he has, a max pitch count that they're looking at. But against the Phillies and the Yankees, he went 4 1/3 and 3 against the Yankees there. So, and then gave up 3 earned in both of those. So, not going long, also giving up earned runs, also giving up home runs as well. And then you got Toronto, who can get to lefties. You got Bichette, you got Vlad in there, you got Clement, you got Kirk, and you also got Springer that's returning today. So Springer makes his return off the IL. So I expect them to get to Corbin here. And then also, sorry, forgot to mention, Vlad's splits on the year are better towards the left-hand side. He does hit both right-handed pitching and left-handed pitching well, but over the course of the year, it leans toward the left-hand side. Next up, I like Rooker of the Athletics going against Tyler Anderson of the Angels. Anderson is someone who struggles with the long ball, and then going into a AAA ballpark does not help that. And you got the Athletics who can get the left-handed pitching, being Langleyers, Rooker. They got some younger right-handed bats in that lineup as well. They're missing Wilson right now, but they're still been getting to lefties. Anderson himself, just gave up four. He's given up 4 earned in his last 4 out of 5 games started, and then 3 plus earned in his last 5 out of 6 games started. So he's given up a home run in all those games that I mentioned, all 6 of those games. Given up 8 in his last 3 games, 11 over the course of the past 6 games. This is a spot for the Athletics to get to him. I believe Rooker can. He's hitting 330 against left-handed pitching. And so I expect them to put up some runs here. The Athletics team total is also in play here if you like totals wise. Lastly, I'm going to double up here. Going against Quantrill of Miami, I'm taking Story and Bregman. Quantrill has a reverse split as well. It's pretty drastic, being that he gives up a 335 average to right-handed batters versus a 198 to lefties. He's going to see a couple righties in this Boston lineup. It's going to be Bregman, Story, Rafaela. I want to say Navarez is a righty too, maybe, but it's not that many. So I'm attacking, their best right-handed bats here, being Bregman and Story. Quantrill is also someone who struggles to eat innings. So, if he, quite naturally, if he doesn't get, some innings here, we're going to see that Miami bullpen, which, we would love to see. This last 2 games, he's only went 4 innings and 1/3. And then prior to that, he hasn't went 6 innings or had a quality start wise since Kansas City on the 19th of July. So I expect Story and Bregman to get to him here, both hitting right-handed pitching decently well, and then and as I mentioned, yeah, they're one of the few right-handed bats in that lineup. So I like this for them to get to him here. That is my top 5 though, being Witt, Vlad, Rooker, Story, and Bregman in that order. And then home run wise, I will say that I like Rooker of the Athletics. I'm doubling back there. As I mentioned, Anderson's given up 11 home runs over his past 6. And you're going into a AAA ballpark in which, the dimensions are obviously smaller. And the last 2 games, he's given up 3+ homers in both. So this is a spot for Rooker. This is a spot for Langeliers. This is a spot for that team, to get some long balls in here. So that's my top 5. That's my homer. If you want to be notified when I post, please subscribe and turn on your notifications, like, comment, share. Let's go.